David Eichel here, HawkeyeInsider.com, giving you the latest Iowa news, analysis, scoop, and more. As always, is Sean Bach along with me. Sean, Iowa ranked 25th right now in the 2021 recruiting rankings, really trying to close out strong, obviously with the gain of Michael Myslinski earlier today. That certainly helps, but give us another top target or two that Iowa is still looking to add before the February signing period.
Yeah, so I mean, a couple of weeks ago, or it was like a month or two ago, Iowa extended an offer to Eli Sanders out of Chandler, Arizona. Took those visits to Iowa and Iowa State last weekend, ended up going to Iowa State. Before that weekend, Iowa offered two running backs, one of them being Jarquez Hunter out of Mississippi, and then the other being Kendra Williams out of Carencro in Lafayette, Louisiana. So really, the one that Iowa has the most traction right now is with Williams. That's who they're making a priority. That's who they want to get in this class. And Williams is currently committed to Louisiana, right there in Lafayette. So, and I mean, with what Billy Napier has done at Louisiana has been really impressive to him. Their running back success, and you know, when Iowa usually comes in to offer a G5 commit, like you kind of like, okay, like that's going to wrap things up, but I'm not too sure about this one. From what I've heard, Williams is really having a tough time with his decision, really kind of putting everything on the table and being like, okay, like I can go play at a Power Five school like Iowa in the Big Ten, and that's really intriguing to him. But also the fact that he could stay home. And I think this is where really the dead period, the extended dead period due to COVID-19 has played a real factor because I think if Williams were able to get up to Iowa City for an official visit, then that could be a deal breaker in this recruitment. But I've been close to putting in Cristobal for Iowa, but I'm going to lay it off for the time being just because I feel like nothing's done yet. And he's really having, a tough time with this decision. But Iowa's making a priority at this point. Another one to keep an eye on is Devin Hilson out of Des Moines North. Very intriguing prospect, 6'1", 200 pounds. Currently has an offer from UNI. Iowa's doing its due diligence with him. Keep an eye on him. I think they like him at linebacker. Also, has been talking to Derek Foster, running back coach, a little bit, but I think he'll end up playing at linebacker. And that's a name to keep an eye on as well. I mean, it wouldn't be a PWO guy, it'd be a scholarship guy to make that clear. And I think if Iowa were to offer there, I think with what Hilson brings to the table, I mean, he's very raw, very athletic though, has a lot of good athletic traits, and a guy that you can kind of develop in the program. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there, especially with Iowa taking already 4 linebackers in this class. I mean, the likelihood of Justice Sullivan going to defensive end is pretty high, but for the most part, Hilson is a guy that Iowa is keeping a really close eye on and could offer late in the late signing period. But for sure, I mean, keep an eye on Kendra Williams and Hilson. Those guys are two guys that Iowa's at this point are really tagging in on or focusing in on in 2021.
Iowa certainly does have good luck with those in-state prospects, Sean, especially when it comes to late edition. So thanks for the update. As always, stay tuned to HawkeyeInsider.com for the latest Iowa news, scoop, and analysis.